Welcome Huskies, you made it to level 11, practice test number 3. Make sure that you take time to study your rules. This will help you during the test. These rules will not be available during the test. So let's go ahead and begin with problem number 1. This is going to be identical to something that you'll see in the test, except of course the numbers are different. So I don't have the steps here anymore. So you need to know them, or you can also use the notes, but it's better if you know them by heart. The first thing you're going to do is step 1, check for a double negative. And you look over here, you scan your problem, and I identify here as a double negative right in here. I'm going to go ahead and take the giant plus and put it right on top. So that is step 1. Step 2 is to highlight all your integers. So we have -5, that's going to be in red. And +4 is now yellow. Go ahead and grab that plus sign, and that's going to be yellow. And then we are going to have -6. So that's the second step, and -6 is in red. Now in step 3 it says to fill in the first table. We're going to combine terms, integers with the first table that are the same. So we have here a -6 and we have a -5. Okay. And I put these together first because they're all the same. They're the same terms. They're both red. And if they're both red, or if they're both yellow, you're going to add them because they're going to make more of that integer, or more of that those tiles. So we're going to go ahead to the tools, and we are going to add. So we're going to take our word add and move it over. And remember our rules. If you have red and you add a red, you're going to have big red. So here our big red is going to be -11 algebra tiles, and that's going to be 11 because you're adding them together. After you do that, this arrow helps you remember that this number goes over here down the pipeline, and that's -11. Those are the combined terms that we did in the first table. We're going to highlight that in red, and then now we have +4. We're going to move this integer in here, and you can put a 4. You can just put a 4, but make sure you highlight in yellow to represent a positive number. So now you have the second table filled, and you have a positive and negative. You're making 0 pairs. Anytime you make 0 pairs, you're actually subtracting. And if we look at this, which one has more tiles? It will be the negative. So the answer is going to be a negative. And 11 take away 4 is going to be what? 7? Yeah, 7. Okay, so not just a 7, it's going to be in -7. So you're going to go ahead and color code that. So that was our other step. Now finally we simplified, we went through all this, and that's going to be our final answer. It's going to be a -7. And make sure you also highlight that. So again, remember that on the test, you're not going to have the rules with you. You're not going to have the steps with you. You are allowed to use your notes, but it's better when you know it by memory. Okay? All right. Hope this helps.